I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching,
please don't sue me.
Yeah. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney.
I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney news and reviews.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and thanks for understanding for me giving or having last week off. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I know I did. It was a great time. I know I told you I was going to post up some video of it, and I didn't, only because I've been crazy busy since getting back. But I will. I'll post up some video of the Christmas lights thing that that was really cool. That down there. Also, right before I left, I got another D23 package in the mail, so I want to open that up for you today. So let's see here what comes in the D23 package. Alright, well we got I'll do another video, unboxing this. So we got the greeting cards. I gotta renew my issue. You can get a cell from a Fantasia, or in my case I want to wind up buying one of these. They actually have a case that you can put your stuff in. And here's here it is. This is the newest edition of D23. It's all about the Muppets. Big Muppets movie came out this past week. In this issue it says it's celebrating 25 years of Pixar creativity, never before seen Dumbo storyboards, an exclusive interview with the legendary Muppets performer Dave Goelz, and a special tribute to Disney legend Jim Henson. So this is actually really cool. What's cool is that it's actually holes in there. Where, how you can see, like it actually looks like they're busting out of the magazine itself, which is actually really cool. So yeah, that is that D23. I also got a bunch of DVDs on Black Friday, because I like to go to Black Friday. I might do an unboxing on that later. I know I have been neglecting. I haven't really done any unboxings of anything recently. It's just because I haven't had the money to. Christmas is going crazy. So once the year ends and we start a whole new year, I'll be getting back into the swing of things with that, and I'll actually have a new intro for you by the during my new first of the year show. So there you go. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. Like I said, I'm going to be giving away Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. It is a brand new edition. I did take it out of the wrapping, but it's still, the Disney Movie Rewards code still works. I didn't really do anything. It's the Blu-ray DVD version, and I'm also, as part of this, it's going to be this and the 5-disc Cars 2 Blu-ray DVD digital copy and all that stuff. I'm going to be giving those away in one package, so it's going to be just one prize this time, not anything else. So I'm going to be giving those two things away for my Christmas giveaway, but we'll just stay tuned for a video for that later in this week. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. If anything else comes up, I'll take the next video. Alright, so that's it. Let's get right to the news. Holidays around the world at Epcot began a few days ago and will run through to December 29th. The entertainment during this time includes the Candlelight Processional, joyful a celebration of the season, and a special Reflections of Earth with the Peace on Earth finale. Now you can actually see right here. Here's a look at this year's show, which you can catch nightly through to the end of the year at 9:30 p.m. That footage is from the WW Magic YouTube page, so check them out. All you gotta do is click that link right there, and it's also at the bottom, so just check that out. Disney has just confirmed the dates for the 2012 Star Wars weekends. That's fun. It's going to be the weekend of May 18th through the 20th, May 25th through the 27th, June 1st through the 3rd, and the final June 8th through the 10th of 2012. So that's awesome. I would love to go down and check that out, but I know I'm not going to be able to make it this next year. But one of these times I really want to make Star Wars weekend. That would just be too cool for me. Characters from the Disney Pixar movie Up will soon begin meet and greets at Disney's Animal Kingdom, although a specific schedule is not yet available, so more on that as it becomes available. There's news that the ESPN Wide World of Sports at Walt Disney World will be expanded by 25 acres in early 2012 to feature new additional playing fields, upgraded lighting, video displays, and new audio systems. Pretty cool stuff. So if you're into the Wide World of Sports, if you've ever been there, they're gonna be upping it up. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Yes, I said upping it up. Shut up. The downtown Disney Marketplace bus stop is temporarily closed due to some urgent maintenance, with buses now only stopping and picking up guests at the Pleasure Island stop. Cast members in the area do not yet have a reopening date for the Marketplace stop. So I mean, I was just down there. I really didn't see any problems, but I guess they did. So you know, there you go. And finally, the Kali River Rapids is scheduled to be closing for a refurbishment from January 23rd to February 9th, reopening on February 10th. So if you're going down during that time, keep that in mind. Alright, that's it for the news. Let's get right to the reviews. I know, I'm not shaving. It's crazy, you know. It's only because the Ravens are playing today and I can't shave. I also have my Raven shirt on. It's one of those kind of superstition things. So, it's stupid. Shut up. I know. Anywho, I got a couple requests to review some things. All of you requested that I review the new Muppet movie, so I'm going to be doing that. I did see it. I saw it the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday, so that was actually really cool. But the first thing that I'm going to be reviewing, it was requested to me by Gateway Productions 97. He wanted me to review the Villains in Vogue store at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Anyway, the Villains in Vogue shop opened right around the same time Fantasmic opened, and it features all merchandise dedicated to the villains of the Disney movies. Now this is technically my first review of a shop, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I've always had an eye for this, for this store, just because it looks really cool. It's very retro, very awesome. Just as Disney's Hollywood Studios is. It's on Sunset Boulevard, leading to the Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster and all them. And the merchandise in there is pretty, it is pretty much just general merchandise, but its focus is mainly right on the Disney villains. Now, in my case, when I went down, it was during Halloween time, so they really had this, kind of amped up. Only because they, it's during Halloween time, and the villains were featured very prominently because during Halloween is the whole spooky feeling. But it really, it does get a lot of foot traffic. But the one thing about Disney stores is that they're all connected usually. There's never just one, it's not like one store with walls and they're all connected. So you could start in one shop over here. You could be in the magic of the Art of Disney store and then go through and wind up being in the Villains in Vogue store. So it's hard to gauge how big a store is and how much merchandise it has specifically for that one set, because you get kind of mixed up. So it's not that big of a store. But it does feature, again, a lot of the Disney villain merchandise. But when I went down during Halloween, it was packed. I mean, it was, there was a lot of people in there getting a lot of the Jack Skellington stuff and, the other, spooky things. They had a lot of Halloween stuff, featured prominently in there. I figure, hey, that's a good, what's a better place for it? But yeah, like I said, it does feature a lot of the general merchandise, T-shirts, keychains, all other different things. None of it really caught my eye. I did want to go in there to see, to see what all they had, but it was cool. There was a lot of stuff in there, and it was really interesting to see. But for me, I didn't really get much from that store. So, if anything, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't get anything from that store. But it is a cool store to look at. It's an interesting idea. And I just would like to see other, kind of more higher quality merchandise in there. I don't know, maybe you can make it bigger. I'm not even sure. But you know, when I went there, again, it was cool because there was a lot of Halloween stuff in there, which is what I really went into the store for. So yeah. Anyway, so what am I going to give the Villains in Vogue store at Disney's Hollywood Studios? I'm going to give it 3. It's a pretty average store. There really isn't, the theme of it, again, is, you know, all the Disney villains, but there wasn't a whole lot of intriguing stuff in there. My favorite shops to go into were like the Art of Disney store, because they had a lot of really interesting things in there. And, but this was just a, you know, pretty much just a plain shop for Disney villain fans. So if you're into the, if you're into the Disney villains, it's awesome. There were rumors that this store was going to get closed down to make way for a Vinylmation store. I haven't heard anything about that lately. I think Vinylmation is doing just fine everywhere else. I mean, they have it scattered everywhere. I never understood the Vinylmation explosion, but apparently it is. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get into collecting that later. But yeah, so the Disney's Villains in Vogue store at Disney's Hollywood Studios, 3 stars. Check it out, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, the next thing I'm going to be reviewing, a lot of you have been asking for, it's the Muppets. No, not D23 The Muppets, it's just the Muppets movie that recently came out about a week or so ago. So, you know, and so far it's been actually doing really, really well in the box office. I've gotten a lot of really good reviews, so I'm really happy about that. Anyway, The Muppets was directed by James Bobin. This was his first real feature movie, and he was a huge Muppets fan and a friend of Jason Segel's, who also wrote the movie along with Nicholas Stoller. And Jason Segel, he's from How I Met Your Mother and a whole bunch of other movies. He's done a lot, and he is a huge Muppets fan. And if it wasn't for him, I don't think this movie would have been made, because it was his energy and his passion that when he pitched it to Disney, that Disney decided, okay, let's run with this, because it's a pretty cool idea. Again, it was released on November 23rd of this year, and it is 98 minutes long, and it is pretty much, overall, the movie is just pretty much a tribute to the Muppets. Now, to give you a brief synopsis, I don't want to give, a whole lot away of how things happen, just because I want you to go see the movie. Now, the movie follows Gary, who is played by Jason Segel, Walter, his brother, who also is a Muppet, kind of interesting, and Gary's girlfriend, who is played by Amy Adams, and they go on a vacation to find the Muppets. But it was Gary and his girlfriend's anniversary. They were going to Hollywood, and they brought Walter along, who was kind of playing third wheel sort of thing, because he's always wanted to see the Muppet Studios. Now, they find Muppet Studios completely run down, and the tour was absolutely horrible. And they found out that the Muppet Studios is going to get shut down by an evil oil tycoon played by Chris Cooper. So that now it's their job to do their best and to get the band back together for one final Muppet show. They find Kermit the Frog, and they they convince him to try to find everybody else to put on one final Muppet show to to do what they need to do to get the studio back. They have to raise like $1 million or something like that, $10 million, some outrageous number. But again, all the Muppets, all of your favorite Muppets come back to the movie. All the great gags that we know and love, they were in place along with some new ones, which are actually really cool. Walter was I think he is a Muppet that's totally worthy of being a Muppet. It's a great introduction for a new character. Again, all the Muppets look great. Obviously they've done well. All the original the Muppeteers came back to do their stuff, except for Frank Oz. But all in all, it was they did a really good job with the whole production of everything. The music was cool. There was a lot of really interesting songs. There was even a rap by Chris Cooper, which is kind of interesting just to hear him rap. And I watched an interview with him, and he said the reason why he did the movie was because he was doing so many dramatic roles. He wanted something that he could just have fun with, and he seemed to really have fun with this one, so it was pretty cool. It was really interesting. Now, the movie is actually doing very well. Apparently right now it's made around $49 million, so in 5 days that's not bad at all. So it looks to be doing, it looks to be close to doing, very, very well. And I think, who knows, it might even spawn a sequel, maybe. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not, so who knows. Yeah, but now this movie was actually prefaced by a Toy Story short film. They've been doing that lately. Which the short film was called Small Fry, which shows Buzz Lightyear getting switched by a kids meal version of himself, and it also showed that it showed the plights of other kids meal toys, and they get thrown to the wayside. And actually, that was very, very, very well done. Just to see all the different little kids meal toys that they came up with. I love kids meal toys, and I think nowadays they're kind of get left out. I have a special place for them at my work. Whenever one of the moms at my work bring in their kids meal toys, I place them right up there just because they're kind of fun. They're fun little toys that really don't get appreciated too much. But I have a soft spot in my heart for it. So when I saw that, I laughed really, really, really loudly in the movie. Kind of did. People were staring. Anywho, overall the Muppets movie was great. They, seeing that the Muppet Show thing that they did right at the end, was great. It was very nostalgic. Time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets and the Muppet Show tonight. I mean, come on now, that was just cool. I'm a big Muppets fan, and I really enjoyed it. My brother, who is a meh Muppets fan, he really enjoyed it. My grandparents, who went and saw it with us, they thought it was fun. It's great for kids. It's great for adults. It's great for young adults my age who are big into, who remember the Muppets for what they were. And it's a great reintroduction for, for the Muppets to the newer generation who have no clue who the Muppets are. I mean, they only know, those characters. Through books and whatnot, and they really don't know that the Muppets have had such a long-lasting legacy. So it's a great reintroduction to kids nowadays for the Muppets. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, what am I going to give the Muppets movie? I thought long and hard about this, and I'm definitely going to give it a 4. My brother, he also agrees with me. He really enjoyed it. It's a great movie. It's a fun movie. It's a different, it's different than all the the big historical dramas and stuff that comes out now. It's just safe, because it's all the characters that you remember. It's all the it's a good movie, good wholesome movie. It's great for families, and if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely strongly recommend that you see this movie. It's been getting really good reviews, 8 out of 10s from IGN, I think, or whatever. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+, which is actually really cool. It works. It's a great movie. It's a safe family movie, and if you're a huge Muppets fan, I think you'll really get get a kick out of it. I'm sure you'll rate it 5 stars out of 5. So yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. So anyway, the Muppets movie, 4 stars. Go see it. Pretty good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Disney news and reviews. I'm sorry I've been stammering. This whole weekend I've just been out of my head, I don't know what I've been thinking. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm either tired, just worn out. I'm not sure, but I'm glad to be back here with you guys, because you guys are pretty much the only thing that really doesn't change. I really like you guys. And okay, again, stay tuned for an unboxing of the D23 package. And also stay tuned this next week for a couple other videos. One of them is the giveaway video where you're going to have to, post I'm in or whatever. I'll give you the rules later this week, so just keep an eye out for that. So yeah, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I just want them to go down to Disney World and enjoy your stuff. Go to the Villains in Vogue store, have a good time in there. Go see the Muppets. Awesome movie. Great movie. You're going to love it. Go to allears.net, toyingplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, straight from the horse's mouth stuff. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. That's their page. Come on now. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Christmas is coming up. It's getting insane. Got tons of parties to go to, but you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. I got the Christmas music blaring and rocking. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So, I'll see you guys next week for another Disney news and reviews. Bye, guys.